A very good morning to all. In the continuation part of Bohr's atomic model, in the previous class we have discussed about what is the energy of nth Bohr orbit and what is the radius of nth Bohr orbit. Formulas we have seen, but we have observed in the energy expression we have observed first negative sign. Why we need to take a negative sign in the energy expression we are going to discuss, students. Now let us see now, this is the continuation part of energy expression. This is the continuation part of energy expression. Already in the previous class we have seen the energy expression, that is En is equals to minus RH into 1 by n square. RH value I have given to you 2.18 into 10 minus 18 joules, that is right. Why we have used here negative sign? What is the reason behind it? That we are going to discuss now. So let us see. There is a chance to ask reason type question here. Okay, na? And also there is a chance to ask competitive examination questions also based on this concept. Try to understand this. So let us see now, when the electron is free from the influence of the nucleus. When the electron is free from the influence of the nucleus means, what is the meaning? Free from the influence of the nucleus means that the electron is not attracted by the nucleus because it is very far away from the nucleus, almost at infinite distance. Suppose if the electron is present in this at this state, it is not influenced by the nucleus because it is very far away from the nucleus. How this electron will be attracted by the nucleus? There is no chance only. So that's why we are giving here, when the electron is free from the influence of the nucleus, that means what? It is not attracted by the nucleus. Then what will happen? The energy is taken as 0 with respect to that orbit. This electron energy we have taken 0 with respect to this orbit. What is that orbit? And equals to infinity level. If the electron is present in the infinite distance away from the nucleus, so the electron attraction is not there towards the nucleus. It is free from the influence of the nucleus. Then automatically energy value becomes 0, students. So at this stage, energy of that particular electron is 0. At what stage? N equals to infinity state, the electron energy is 0 we have taken, students. Now coming to the point, if the electron is falling from or closer to the nucleus, that means what? If the electron is present in any orbit, n equals to 5 or n equals to 4 or n equals to 3, any orbit, then the energy is emitted. If the electron is falling from higher energy orbit to lower level, the energy is emitted. The energy gets lowered. That's why we are getting, at this state we are getting the energy value is 0 means, if it is coming from higher energy state to lower energy state means energy should emit. Energy gets lowered. That means what? Less than this value will get. That is what you will get. Negative value will get, students. In remaining all the orbits, if we calculate energy for any species, negative value only we will get. So because of that reason we have taken the energy of nth orbit is what? RH. That is minus RH. Nth orbit means it may be E1, that is first orbit energy, second orbit energy, third orbit energy, whatever it may be, any orbit energy you can calculate, definitely will get here what? Negative value other than infinity. If you want to take E infinity becomes 0. E infinity becomes what? 0. Because when the electron is free from the influence of nucleus, the energy is taken as 0. Suppose if the electron is falling from at infinite distance to ground level, the electron emits the energy. It gets lowered in energy. That means what? Negative values will get in remaining all orbits. So that's why En is equals to negative of this term we have taken, students. That is the main reason we have, why we have taken here negative charge means. Okay, na? So that only I have written here. You see that the electron in this situation is associated with the stationary state and equals to infinity. At what state? Whenever we have taken energy is taken as 0. This state is nothing but what? E infinity. At infinite level, the energy of an electron is 0, students. Right? So that we can also call as what? Ionized hydrogen atom. Ionized hydrogen atom meaning is what? Suppose if a hydrogen is having how many electrons? Only one electron. Suppose if it lose that electron, It will be converting into H plus ion. Hydrogen is only having one electron. H plus ion getting, is there any electron? No electron. No electron species this is. H plus ion do not possess any electron. That means what? Already hydrogen is having one electron. That electron lost by this hydrogen and it will be converting into H plus. So there is no electron in this species. So in such cases, what we can say, electron is free from the influence of the nucleus in this case. Electron is free from the influence of the nucleus. In which case you will get? In case of H plus ion. In case of the species which do not have any electron, then only the electron is free from the influence of the nucleus. In such cases, energy value will get what? Students, that is 0. That only we have discussed here. So energy value, if you want to take 0, definitely it should be in the infinite level. Okay. Now coming to the next point, when the electron is attracted by the nucleus and is present in any one of the orbit, that orbit number I have taken here n may be 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, etc. It should not be infinity. If it is infinity, then E infinity value becomes 0, students. Other than E infinity, remaining all values will get negative only. Okay, that is the reason we have taken here. So that means what? Whenever the electron is present in particular orbit n, the energy is emitted and its energy is lowered. Lowered means what? Decreases from 0. Decreases from 0 means negative value will get. Okay, na? So that's why the negative sign means what? That the energy of the electron in the atom is lower than the energy of free electron. Energy of free electron is how much? 0. But if the electron is present in a particular orbit, you will get negative value. Negative value means lower than 0 or not? Yes, it is lower than 0. That's why that the energy of the electron in the atom is lower than the energy of free electron at rest. Rest means what? Here it is in rest only. Na? It is not influenced by the nucleus because it is not there in the species. Right? That only. So a free electron at rest is an electron that is infinitely far away from the nucleus. In such cases, E infinity is what? 0, students. E infinity means what? Energy of an electron at infinite distance. Energy of an electron at infinite distance. See that orbit number we have taken infinity here. Right? At infinite distance, 0. Energy of an electron. Okay, na? Suppose if the electron is coming from infinite level to ground level, then what will happen? The energy is lower and it is getting a large magnitude and more negative value will get, right? That only happening as the electron gets closer to the nucleus. En, energy of nth orbit, becomes larger in absolute value and more negative. More and more negative means the most negative energy orbit is what? Lowest orbit. Which is the lowest orbit? Ground state orbit. That is n equals to 1. It possesses a large negative value. Large negative value is ground state orbit. That is the most stable orbit because it possesses very less energy. Less energy means largest negative value is less energy. So the orbit which possesses less energy, it will be more stable. The orbit which possesses high energy, that it will be less stable. So which is the less stable orbit means n equals to infinity level. That state is very less stable because it possesses a highest in energy, that is 0. Okay, students, that only we have discussed here. You see that the most negative energy value is given by n equals to 1, which is ground state. It is the most stable orbit. So because of this reason, we have taken here negative value, students. So based on this concept, what we can say here? Why we have taken in energy factor negative sign means what we have to take. What we have to give the reason here. What is the reason behind it means? Whenever the electron is present at infinite distance, the electron attraction towards the nucleus is negligible. That means what? The electron is free from the influence of the nucleus. So the energy becomes what? 0. Whenever the electron is falling from infinite distance to lower level, so it emits the radiation. It emits the energy. Okay, na? Whenever it emits the energy, then what will happen? Energy becomes what? Negative values. So because of that reason, we are getting here negative term, students. So this is the energy factor. Okay, na students? Now, till now we have discussed about energy factor under radius expression only in case of hydrogen atom. Now we are going to discuss about hydrogen-like species. How do we write the energy expression as well as radius expression? We will see that, students. Note down these points, everybody. Let us see, students, the continuation part of that Bohr's theory. This Bohr's theory can also apply for hydrogen-like species. Till now we have discussed only Bohr's theory for hydrogen atom, not for hydrogen-like species. Hydrogen-like species means what, students? Means hydrogen means containing how many electrons? Only one electron. So all these species are called one electron containing species. One electron containing species we can also call as what? Hydrogen-like species. Suppose you take He plus helium atomic number is 2, but positive charge indicates loss of electron. One electron loss, 2 minus 1. He plus contain only one electron. So hydrogen-like species this is Li2 plus. Lithium is 3 electrons. Atomic number 3. But dipositive means 2 electrons loss. 3 minus 2, 1 electron. Beryllium plus 3. Beryllium atomic number 4. 4 minus 3, 1 electron. So all these species contains 1 electron. Right? So hydrogen-like species, also known as what? One electron containing species. So in case of hydrogen-like species, he changed a little bit the expression of energy as well as radius. What are that energy expressions? Means energy expression En is equals to minus 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 divided by n square actually. This is the expression for hydrogen atom. For a hydrogen-like species means we need to multiply with the Z square. What is the Z means? Here Z is nothing but atomic number of the species. Atomic number of the species. Why we did not consider Z square for hydrogen atoms? Sir, you may ask a question here. You can apply for even for hydrogen atom also this expression. Not only for hydrogen-like species, students. Why we did not take here Z square in the case of hydrogen atom means, what is the hydrogen atom? Z value 1. Multiply this whole term with the 1 square. 1 square is nothing but 1. 1 into this whole term, the same thing you will get. But hydrogen-like species, it is not like that. Suppose if you take He plus containing only 1 electron, but atomic number of He is how much? 2. You need to substitute here 2 value. 2 square. So automatically this energy value becomes more. More negative you will get, right? Always this energy value will be vary with N and Z value. Definitely, students. That we have to keep in our mind. So that's why he changed the expression for hydrogen-like species. This Bohr's theory he applied for hydrogen-like species, that is one electron containing species. By changing the expression just he changed this whole expression, he multiplied with what? Z square. Then he succeeded in that. Okay, now students, this is the energy term we have. And radius of the nth orbit, if you observe, radius of the nth orbit, what we have taken for hydrogen atom, 0.529 n square angstrom in it. Just in case of hydrogen-like species, he changed this whole term, he divided with the Z. Why we did not consider for hydrogen atom Z values are? Because atomic number of hydrogen is 1. If you divide the whole term with 1 also, same value you will get now. So that's why he did not change. But why he has taken this Z value here on this side, you can also multiply with here now. So whenever he has taken here in denominator part, he succeeded. He tried like that also, but he did not succeed. He did not get success. This while multiplying the whole term with Z. Whenever he divided the whole term with Z, he succeeded in that calculation of radius and all. Right? So that's why 0.529 n square by Z he has taken. Right? So this is in angstrom units. How do we represent this expression in picometers? Then what is the relation between angstrom unit and picometer? You know already that 1 angstrom unit equals to how many meters? 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. 1 picometer equals to how many meters? 10 to the power of minus 12 meters, students. Right? So if you want to convert angstrom unit to picometer, what is the relation we have? Angstrom unit is equals to 10 square picometers. Shall we write like this or not? 10 square picometer I will write from this. How it is? you may think here 10 to the power of minus 12. I will write 10 to the minus 2 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. 10 to the power of minus 10 meters is nothing but what, students? Angstrom unit only, na? That means what? 1 picometer equals to, in place of 10 to the minus 10 meters, I will put angstrom. So before that 10 to the minus 2 is there. 10 to the power of minus 2 angstrom. 1 picometer equals to 10 to the power of minus 2 angstrom units. 1 angstrom unit is equals to 10 square picometers, students. How it is? Then 1 angstrom unit you can put as it is like this. 10 power minus 2 you can send to this side. You will get in denominator 10 power minus 2 picometers. So if we send the numerator, it becomes what? 10 square picometers. So 1 angstrom unit equals to how many picometers? 10 square picometers. Now you apply here in the place of angstrom unit. Just to take 10 square. 10 square means 100 only. 100 you multiply with this. 52.9 over here. 52.9 into n square by z picometers. We can write instead of this. So by using these two expressions, what we can decide, what we can conclude the point means, you see that whenever the z value is increasing here, whenever the z value is increasing, this negative value becomes more and more. Whenever the z value increasing, this negative value becomes more and more. But whenever the z value increasing here, radius of the orbiter decreasing. That means what we can say here, students? Energy of nth orbit is directly proportional to z square here. Radius of the nth orbit is inversely proportional to Ez. So it is evident that the value of energy becomes more negative and that of the radius becomes smaller with increase of Ez. Z increases, then what happens? Radius of the nth orbit becomes small, energy of the nth orbit increases, negative value increases, becomes more negative, right students? That we can conclude here. That means what we can say? Energy of the orbiter increases, negative value increases, but radius becomes smaller. Whenever the radius becomes smaller, what we can say? The electron being tightly held by the nucleus. The electron will be tightly bounded to the nucleus, we can say, students. This is about what? In case of hydrogen-like species, energy of orbit and the radius of the orbit, students. Not only this, by using this Bohr's theory, we can also calculate the velocity of an electron moving in these orbits. And he has given the expression for velocity of an electron, that is Vn is equals to 2.180 to 10 to the 18 volt divided by n. He got in centimeter second inverse. This is the velocity of an electron expression we use frequently in the numericals. This velocity of an electron also. Okay, na? This is the formula we have. In case of hydrogen-like species, what is the formula means? In case of hydrogen-like species, just whole top you can multiply with the z, students. Z is nothing but what? Atomic number. That means what we can say? Velocity of an electron is directly proportional to z. Velocity of an electron in nth orbit is inversely proportional to orbit. Number of orbits increasing, velocity of an electron decreasing. Right now, size of orbit is more, then the velocity is very less. Size is small, then the electron can easily rotate with the high speed, right? So that's why whenever the orbit number increasing, velocity decreasing. And the velocity is also directly proportional to Ez. That is nothing but what? Atomic number. Atomic number increases, velocity is also increasing, students, right? So this is the relation we can say based on by using this expression. So these are the expressions we use frequently in the numerical, students. Keep in our mind velocity of an orbit and energy of an orbit and radius of nth orbit. Okay, now these three formulas you have to keep in our mind. We use in the numericals. Note down the points, students. Let us see, students, here explanation of line spectrum of hydrogen atom we are going to discuss now. So let us see line spectrum generally observed in case of hydrogen atom. It can be explained quantitatively using what? A Bohr's model. Already we have seen that Bohr's model, right? Yes. So according to postulates of Bohr's model only we are going to discuss now. So according to postulates of Bohr's model, if you take energy is absorbed if the electron moves from lower energy orbit to higher energy orbit. We know already we have discussed, students. Suppose if you take this is energy of first orbit or initial orbit, If you take this is energy of final orbit. If the electron is moving from initial orbit to final orbit means higher energy orbit, then the energy is absorbed, right? Whenever the electron comes back to its original state, the energy is emitted. That only we are going to discuss. According to postulates of Bohr's model, energy is absorbed if the electron moves from lower energy orbit to higher energy orbit. Whereas energy is emitted if the electron moves from higher energy orbit to lower energy orbit, students. So that energy gap between the two orbits, this energy gap between the two orbits, we can represent with what? Delta E. Delta E is nothing but what? Highest energy minus lowest energy. Which is the having the highest energy? Final energy, right? EF minus EI. EF minus EI. Final orbit energy minus initial orbit energy, right, students? So we know that energy of nth orbit. Energy of nth orbit expression is this one, minus RH into 1 by n square, right? So now you can apply in place of n, you take NF. In case of final orbit, in case of initial orbit, Ni you take. That only you substitute. First EF is there now. So final orbit you take minus RH by n square, minus RH by NF square I have taken, students. In case of EF, minus RH by NF square. Actually minus RH by n square. So in place of n, what we have to take NF, because R is the Rydberg constant for hydrogen atom. That is constant value. You should not change only, whereas n only will change. That is whether it is final orbit or initial orbit. This is final, so NF I have taken, right? Now minus symbol is there, minus asterisk I have taken. In place of EI, what we can write? Minus RH by Ni square. Minus RH by Ni square, right, students? Minus of minus positive. So positive I have taken RH by Ni square, I have taken positive term first. And minus RH by NF square, students. This is the difference in energy. The energy gap between the two orbits. Formula is this one. What is Ni means initial orbit. What is NF means final orbit, students. Right? We know already that. From these two terms, what we can take the common? RH you take the common. What left? 1 by Ni square minus 1 by NF square only. Rydberg constant value for hydrogen atom we know in terms of joules, because this is energy factor, energy expression. In terms of joule, what is the value? 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joules, right? 2.18 into 10 to the minus 18 joules I have substituted. Or else you can leave like this also, no problem, because this is the constant value. So energy factor we have calculated. Then by using this energy, how do we calculate frequency, nu value, and as well as nu bar value? We will see that, students. That expression also we will see. Copy this one. Let us see, students, we have calculated already energy. Now we are going to discuss about frequency. How do we calculate frequency from energy factor? So frequency associated with the absorption and the emission of the photon, right? Emission of the photon. Then frequency and energy relation is what? Delta E equals to h nu. We know already that, students. In Planck's quantum theory only we have got delta E equals to h nu. So, but we need to calculate frequency now. So frequency nu you can keep like that only, h you can send to this side. Delta E by h you will get, students. What is the delta E formula? We have got RH into 1 by Ni square minus 1 by NF square only na. Already we have proved this one, right? This in the place of delta E you can substitute this. Divided by h I have taken. Divided by h I have taken, students, right? So RH value, constant value, you know, 2.18 into 10 to the minus 18 joules. H value is 6.625 10 to the minus 34 joule second. This is in joules. This is in what? Joule second, right? Joule cancel. Then you will get in the second inverse. Second inverse is also nothing but what? Hertz. This expression will get in terms of what? Hertz, student, right? So now you take Ni square minus 1 by Nf square will get it. If you solve this expression, see the 2.18 divided by 6.625. If you do it, 0.329 you will get, students. 10 to the power of minus 34 is second. You can send to the numerator, it becomes plus 34. Basis same means false, we can add it now. Minus 18 plus 34, 16. Plus 16, right? And cos 16 we have got. 110 you can multiply with this. 3.29 will get. Remaining 10 to the 15 as it is, right? So 1 by Ni square minus 1 by Nf square is common only. Okay, now you take you will get in hertz, because joule cancel. You will get second inverse. Second inverse is also nothing but what, students? Hertz. Okay. This is what? Frequency relation. This is what? Frequency relation. So by using this frequency relation, we can also derive wave number. Wave number is nu bar. Frequency is nu. Wave number is nu bar. What is the relation? Nu is equals to c by lambda. But 1 by lambda equals to nu bar na. What is the meaning of nu bar? 1 by lambda. Reciprocal of wavelength, right? So c into 1 by lambda, c nu bar, right? Yes. Nu bar equals to nu by c. Nu value we know, students, RH by h. RH by h. C as t is to take into 1 by ni square minus 1 by n square. Got it, this one? Or else, instead of taking this, nu value you can substitute. Nu value already got, now this you substitute directly here. Nu value is what? 3.29 into 10 to the power of 15 divided by c into 1 by ni square minus 1 by n square. This term is a new value. That term I have substituted here, right? So c value you know, speed of light, constant value, that is substitute. 3 into 10 to the power of 8. 3.29 divided by 3 is how much? If you do, then definitely you will get 1.096. 1.096. 10 to the 8 to the center numerator, it becomes minus 8. 15 minus 8, 7 student. 10 power 7. Into 1 by n square minus 1 by n square, it is common. Meter inverse will get the unit. Because it is wave number, na? We have taken this value in meters. This is meter per second, right? Meter per second, na? Here second inverse. Cancel the meter is there, meter inverse will get it. So this value 1.09677 into 10 to the 7. That after the digit, after the decimal point, how many digits are there? 5. So 10 power 5 you take and multiply with this, you will get this one. What left here? 10 square is left. Because with the 5 tens I have multiplied with this. Only 2 tens left, 10 square I have taken, right? So 1.09677 into 10 square into 1 by ni square minus 1 by n square, meter inverse, students. This meter inverse, how will be converted into centimeter inverse? Because 1 meter equals to how many centimeters? 10 square centimeters, right? So in place of meter inverse, suppose if you substitute 10 square centimeter, what you will get, students? 10 to the power of minus 1 into 2, minus 2 centimeter inverse only na. So meter inverse equals to what? Meter inverse equals to 10 power minus 2 centimeter inverse. In place of meter inverse, 10 power minus 2 centimeter inverse you put 10 power minus 2, 10 square. Both will cancel this. Then what left? 1.09677 only left. 1 by n square minus 1 by n square centimeter inverse. This is the wave number expression. By using this wave number expression, we can say in case of absorption, whether emission of energy taking place or what absorption of energy taking place. That we will see that by using this expression, students. First you note down these points, everybody. I hope everybody understood these expressions. Let us take students what we have derived nu bar value, nu bar the expression we have derived, that is 1.09677 into 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. We know already that, students, right? So by using this expression, we can say some conclusions. We can do the some conclusions. What are that means? In case of absorption spectrum, absorption spectrum means what, students? For example, if you take this is Ni, initial orbit, this is final orbit. What will happen whenever the electron is jumping from initial orbit to final orbit? There is some absorption of amount of energy is taking place, right? Then whatever the spectrum is obtained during that transition, that we can call as what? Absorption spectrum. So in this case, NF value is more than Ni, right? NF is greater than Ni. So now you observe here NF value, whenever it is more, 1 by more value means very less value will get. Negative value is very less than this. Whenever negative value is very less than this, total value will get in positive only, na, students. This parenthesis value, what you will get first? Parenthesis means what? This bracket, closed bracket. In this bracket value, you will get positive or not? Because NF value is very high. 1 by very high value will get very small. So small negative value, you are subtracting from some big value. Big value minus very small value, you will get positive only. So in this parenthesis, you will get positive value. That only. In case of absorption spectrum, NF is greater than Ni, the term in the parenthesis is positive. If it is positive, this value positive into positive, again positive value will get. So that means what we can say, absorption of energy is taking place. Absorption, energy is absorbed, we can say, students. Now in case of emission spectrum means what? Whenever the electron is jumping from higher energy level to lower energy orbit, then the emission of energy taking place. So during that transition you will get what? Emission spectrum. In case of emission spectrum, this will act as initial orbit. This will act as initial orbit. This will act as, in case of this one will act as initial. Not this one. Only in case of this transition, this will act as initial, this will act as what? Final. Right? Now it is a transition, this value is high than this. Ni is greater than Nf, right? So whenever Ni value is very high, this term you will get very small. Small value minus somewhat bigger value. Total in this parenthesis you will get negative. Some negative into this value. Whole term is negative only. Negative means what? Energy is liberated, students. So that only we are going to discuss now. You see that? In case of emission spectrum, Ni is greater than Nf. The term in the parenthesis is negative. So energy is liberated, students. So this expression is also very similar to Rydberg equation. What is the Rydberg equation? Nu bar is equals to R into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. This is also nothing more than R is nothing but 109677 centimeter inverse. In place of this you can also take R. In place of N1, Ni is there. In place of N2, Nf is there. That is only difference. So that's why he succeeded in this derivation also, students. It is also very similar to what? Rydberg equation. So this also we can call as what? Rydberg equation, students. Now one note you can note down, that is the maximum number of lines produced when electron jumps from nth level to ground level. The maximum number of lines produced when electron jumps from nth level to ground level is equals to formula sigma n2 minus n1. N1 is nothing but here, what is N1 means? Lower energy orbit. Lower energy orbit. What is N2 means? Higher energy orbit. Higher energy orbit. Now based on this, we'll see one numerical, simple numerical. Calculate the number of spectrum lines produced when electron jumps from 5th level to ground level. 5th level to ground level means N2 value is what? 5. N1 is nothing but 1 only. The ground level means apply the formula sigma N2 minus N1. Sigma N2 minus N1. Apply this. Sigma N2 value is 5 minus 1. Sigma 4 is nothing but what? Sigma 4 is another summation of 4, that is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, student. Total 10 lines produced. How many lines produced? 10 lines produced. Such type of numericals there is a chance to ask in the competitive exams, students. Note down the points. What are the limitations of Bohr's model is there? That we will continue in the next class, students. Copy these points.